in the lush hills of northwestern Pennsylvania. Franklin is a charming small town that combines historical significance, natural beauty, and a welcoming community spirit. Though it might not be as well known as some of Pennsylvania's larger cities, Franklin offers an authentic slice of American life, full of history, outdoor activities, and vibrant local culture. Franklin is located at the confluence of French Creek and the Allegheny River, an important site used for centuries by Native Americans. They had long before developed what became known as the Venango Path, passing from the head of French Creek north to Presqu'île Bay on to Lake Erie. Via French Creek and the Allegheny River, the portage effectively linked the waterways of the Ohio River to the Great Lakes. In 1740, Scottish fur trader John Fraser built a trading post here at Venango, in the Lenape village. The French also had designs on this region. They wanted to link their colonies of New France and Quebec, north of the Great Lakes, in Illinois country, accessible via the Ohio River, and La Louisiane, on the lower Mississippi. As tensions increased between France and Great Britain prior to the onset of the French and Indian War, as the North American front of the 7 Years' War, the French constructed 4 forts to control their continued access to the Venango Path and these important waterways. In December of 1753, George Washington, then a 21-year-old major in the Virginia militia, was sent to Fort Le Boeuf to warn the French that they were trespassing on British land, and that they should leave immediately. Although providing respite to Washington and his party, the fort commander gave him a letter suggesting that the governor of Virginia should instead deliver his message to the French commander in Quebec, New France. The French maintained this and their other 3 forts, including Fort Machault, until July of 1759, when they surrendered Fort Niagara to the British. At that time, the commander of Fort Presqu'île sent orders to the commanders of Fort Le Boeuf and Fort Machault to abandon their positions and return north. Before leaving, the French troops burned both of these forts to prevent their use by the British. In 1760, the British erected Fort Venango here, replacing Fort Machault. In 1763, Native Americans, allied with the French, killed many British. The British colonists had repeatedly attacked even neutral tribes, such as the Lenape, who then mostly allied with the French. After the war, the British Americans constructed Fort Franklin here, named after Benjamin Franklin. In 1787, Andrew Ellicott, who surveyed Washington, D.C., was hired to lay out the town of Franklin, which had developed around the fort. It became a trading center for the largely rural agricultural region. Once oil was discovered in the late 19th century in nearby Titusville, Franklin became a booming oil town. This discovery transformed the region, leading to an economic boom that still echoes in Franklin's architecture and cultural landmarks. Franklin is home to several beautifully preserved historic buildings that tell the story of its rich past. Visitors to the town can stroll through the Franklin Historic District, which is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Many of the buildings here date back to the 19th and early 20th centuries, showcasing the architectural styles of the period. The Venango County Courthouse, built in 1868, is a prime example of Italianate architecture and one of the most iconic buildings in the town. Every year, Franklin hosts several festivals that draw visitors from across the region. The most famous of these is Apple Fest, held annually in October. This multi-day event celebrates the harvest season with craft vendors, live music, a classic car show, and of course, plenty of Apple-themed treats. Apple Fest is one of the largest festivals in the region and a beloved tradition for both residents and visitors. In the summer, the Franklin Blues and Barbecue Festival is another popular event that combines live music with mouth-watering barbecue dishes. The festival takes place in Bandstand Park, a beautiful green space in the center of town that also hosts concerts and community gatherings throughout the year. One of the most striking aspects of Franklin is its strong sense of community. The town regularly hosts events that bring residents together, from farmers markets to outdoor movie nights. The Franklin Fine Arts Council plays a significant role in organizing these activities, fostering a sense of pride in the town's artistic and cultural heritage. The town's schools, churches, and civic organizations also contribute to the tight-knit community feel. Franklin's residents are known for their friendliness and willingness to welcome newcomers, making it an inviting place to live or visit. Whether you're strolling through the historic downtown, exploring the natural beauty of the surrounding countryside, or attending one of the town's many festivals, Franklin provides a memorable experience for all who visit. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have more videos of Pennsylvania coming up on the channel. If you're following along as the videos are coming out, or if you're watching this after the fact, I have a playlist of all the videos I've made of Pennsylvania, of the 2 times that I've been, the first time bicycling through the state, and then the second time driving around, checking out some of the cool towns in the state of Pennsylvania, and some of the beautiful nature as well. So that playlist is linked in the description below the video. So yes, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to do so, to check out the upcoming adventures. Feel free to peruse the channel, get to see some cool places that I've got to visit in Latin America, Eastern Africa, Central and Eastern Europe, etc. Alright, so I hope you guys have a good one. See ya.